Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leary back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Eros in the sixth house in a natal chart. Now, Eros in astrology can be connected with what one may have a very powerful sexual attraction to, even if you're not compatible with this kind of person on other levels. Now, given that we're talking about houses in astrology, it's more about that particular sector in life where we might, it could be where we might meet up with this person, or how this person might figure prominently in one's life scheme. But sometimes it can give certain energy toward possible characteristics because it does correspond with the zodiac sign. In this case, it's the zodiac sign Virgo. Now, this person might have a very powerful sexual attraction to somebody that is very industrious. It could be a very clean, organized person, somebody that focuses on hygiene, someone that's very meticulous and neat, and somebody that's very service oriented. Say if this is an Aquarius, this might be somebody that might be somewhat eccentric or a little bit unorthodox, but it might be somebody that also provides service and might do so with a lot of altruism, since we're talking about the zodiac sign Aquarius as an example. It could be somebody you meet at your place of employment. It could be a fellow employee or somebody that just figures prominently in your daily routine. It could be a person that you might have provided service to, or vice versa. Say if this is in the zodiac sign Cancer, it could be through some food service situation. I mean, right now we're going through time of this video, of course, the coronavirus, and there's a lot of more food services going on in terms of deliveries now, I believe. So anyway, but the thing about this is it could also be somebody that's very health conscious as well, since this is the sixth house of health. Now, could also be, now in some cases, since the sixth house in astrology does correspond with the zodiac sign Virgo, it may be a Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant person, or may embody the characteristics. In many cases, though, it may be the sign that Eros is actually in. Now, let's say if this is in Gemini, for example, and it's in the sixth house, it could be actually, like I stated, it might be the Virgo energy, but you could also be, you may connect with somebody that might be a Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies those characteristics or traits. And again, that's what I'm saying, that Gemini as an example. Say if you had Eros in Gemini in the sixth house in your natal chart, it could be somebody that might be very versatile and be have very diversified interests as far as health related matters go, or do manifold things that are health related, such as working out, and might be somebody that has a variety in terms of their some kind of workout routine as an example. Now, another thing is looking at this as well. This could be when you're talking about Eros in astrology, it could be about that person we might really be very infatuated with and enamored with sexually, but could in some case, I mean, Eros can be extreme. Could also be energy that we might be exceptionally turned off or rebuffed by, and might just flat out repudiate or reject. Given that this is the sixth house, it could be somebody that might be very like dominated by work, and maybe somebody that's just overly service oriented to the point where it might come across as officious or unwanted. Helping somebody in an officious or unwanted way. Person might be too helpful for their own good to you. It could be somebody that might be overly health conscious. And even given that this is the sixth house in Virgo, it might be worrisome energy as well. And you might, in what you might perceive as somebody being health conscious, you might perceive them as being overly germophobic. Now, like say if you're a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, you might not feel compatible with that energy because Sagittarius basically has that what me worry philosophy. A lot of this could be in Virgo type energy, could be very worrisome, and Sagittarius is not necessarily dominated by work. They like to be able to have their enjoyment and their fun more so in life. So they're not Sagittarius people are generally not dominated by work related matters. So, or say if this was in Pisces, say if somebody has a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, Pisces energy could be more lethargic and relaxed. So it might be, even if you feel certain attraction on a sexual level, it doesn't mean you're going to necessarily be compatible in other ways. Now, another thing too is that Eros in astrology can also be associated with one's creative energy and ability. And since we're talking about that sector of life, it's a lot of this is where this energy is going to be injected into. Now, it could be that it might be shared with an aunt or an uncle. It could be at your place of work or employment. It could be even in your, say, in a health-related matter, like as an example. I mean, say if this is in Capricorn, it could be somebody that makes their own obstacle course, because remember, Capricorn is the sign of restrictions and limitations, and it can be connected, I would say, with obstacles. Maybe in Capricorn one might devise, or should say design, their own obstacle course to in order to improve maybe something on a physical level. It's like almost like a workout type thing. I mean, as an example, order to improve one's physical health or physique. It could be somebody that might incorporate this creative energy in their daily routine. Say if this is in Gemini as an example, it could be somebody that uses that creative energy and prowess just to outmaneuver and outsmart situations. It could be like the person that says, okay, I got 3 bicycles here, how am I going to move them? I don't have a car. And putting 2 bicycles, one right next to each other, then lay the other one horizontally on top of the 2 as an example. But I'm just saying that's a very extreme example, of course, but you understand what I'm saying, because the 6th house is associated with one's daily routine. It could be one where one incorporates this creative energy, perhaps in a diet plan. It could be part of a doing some kind of service for others, and even matters with their pets as well. And remember, the 6th house is also the house of hygiene. So anyway, so that creative energy and ability might oddly even be incorporated in that. So those are some examples. But anyway, now, Eros in astrology also can be associated with what one may have a very powerful exuberance or enthusiasm for, a very strong passion for. Now, since we're talking about the 6th house, this energy might be injected in one's work and employment. It could be of some kind of service to others. Say if you have this in Aquarius, it could be somebody that does some kind of robotic work and really works with astronomy or astrology and puts a lot of exuberance and enthusiasm into that. It could be in matters with their pets. I mean, say if somebody has this in Sagittarius, this could be a person that has a lot of exuberance and enthusiasm for doing things outdoors with their pets. And also too, remember, the 6th house is also about health, fitness, and diet. So this could be somebody that really might enjoy, really have a very strong passion for matters pertaining to their health, toward fitness. Say if this is in Scorpio, it could be about transforming one's health. And also too, 6th house is also the daily routine. So this could just be somebody that just generally injects this enthusiasm and exuberance on a day-to-day basis. If it's a daily routine, that's even, say if it's in Capricorn, it was very consistent and regimented, it still could indicate that this person might be very exuberant and very enthusiastic about doing those things on the day-to-day basis. Now, as far as as an aspect example goes, let's say that this makes a sextile or trine to one's natal Mars in their chart. This could be a person that might just simply incorporate just that right amount of energy and drive to do these things, that they have this strong exuberance and enthusiasm for in their, as example, in the daily routine or health related matters, etc. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Leonard saying stay well.